Okay, welcome everybody to another Basking Broodscale League. Just trying a few bits out before I head off to Antwerp in a couple of weeks. Going to be playing some last chance qualifiers there. Just trying a few bits out today. I saw someone having luck with 6 online, so I'm giving that a go. Giving Tezzeret a go, because I've seen that in a few lists as well. Other than that, just the normal kind of suspects. Also giving Apostle's Blessing a go, just one generic mana to give either your blade or your Broodscale protection seems good. But yeah, other than that, pretty stock. 3 Emrakul, full complement of zones. I'm not running the Devourer of Destiny and Labyrinth. Just want to try something else out. I don't know. I like kind of like trying Carplusen Forest. I've had a couple of spots where I either haven't had enough green or enough colourless. So this is essentially a tricolour land in an untapped tricolour land in our deck. So going to give that a go. Hope everyone's doing very well wherever you're watching from today. Yeah, as I say, going off to Antwerp in a few weeks. So yeah, Broodscale's still probably highest on my list of things to play. Yeah, I'll take this opportunity as well to plug my Manatraders partnership. You can find a code and affiliate link in the description below, good for 40% back on your 3rd month of subscription. I highly recommend Manatraders if you are interested in playing Magic Online. Just let me mess around and try out loads of different things. So yeah, do use the code. You get a bit of a kickback from that, but yeah, mutually beneficial. So do consider using the code, and thank you to those that already have. Gonna give this a go. If anyone's got any resources on Broodscale, I'd be happy to hoover them up, so do shove them in the comments below. But other than that, I will see you for round number 1. Right, here we go on the play for round number 1. We've got a Microspawn. This hand's okay, it's a little bit slow. Now, if this had a temple, this would be a snap keep. But going turn 1 Grove Drum, turn 2 no, like Saga go. Doesn't seem great. I think I'm gonna, maybe I can keep it on the play. Unfortunately, we see an awful 6, so I have to go to 5. We'll keep this one. Tezzeret's interesting. So we're definitely keeping the lands. I think I'm going to keep the command as well. Might just be these 2. I'm going to put back a blade. I think I'm actually going to put back Tez. Just go Temple, Bauble. There's a lot of blink out at the moment. Then next turn we can go Saga Kozilek's command. Misty Rainforest is here because it acts as an additional type in the graveyard for Emrakul. Fleshraker is interesting. I think I'm just going to play out the Fleshraker now, honestly. Into a Flooded Strand. This could be... So maybe this just gets bolted or Unholy Heat or Galvanic Discharged, but I think that's probably better than just passing. I'm going to put one on top. Okay, so it is Jeskai. So this looks like Philia. Rumble's a good draw. I think I'm just going to go Misty, go to combat. If they try and block with a Philia, just exile it. Okay, so in the end step, I'm just going to fetch. I'm going to do it right now. So let's go exile target creature. Do I want to... I think I'm going to make the spawn here. Because we've got the rumble now to look for something potentially. But yeah, I want to do it now to stop them ephemerating this, or they run 4 main deck consigned to memories as well. Maybe making the spawn was bad because we do have the trigger from Kozilek's command. They could have to Fairy, they could have Fable, none of which are great against us here. Hopefully they don't have Wrath of the Skies in the main. Okay, Flage is pretty good. Yeah, killing the Flesh Raker makes sense. So I'm now probably going to go and get Soul Guide Lantern. Or do we? Do I get Blade and hope to find something off the Rumble? We don't actually have a win con. Do I make the construct? No, I think I'm just going to float. Yeah, I'll go and get Lantern here. Exile the Flage. Cast a Rumble. Well, we do find the Broodscale, which I'll take. Play a Temple. Can't actually play the Broodscale here. Just need to find Emrakul, really. Riddler. I'll probably draw a card with Lantern here. Okay, Ephemerate, so that sticks around. Definitely want to keep the Vexing Bauble about. Yeah, we'll draw a card here. Well, there's Emrakul. Okay. So we could go Flesh Raker into Emrakul. How much does Emrakul cost? 6. So if we go that, and then we do have just enough for Emrakul. So we'll go Flesh Raker. Just check this is enough. Emrakul's 7, so 6 mana. So we go 3. Yeah, we do have enough. Emrakul. So they'll probably respond with something here. Oh, they might have Solitude. If they have Consign... Okay, they would have consigned the Emrakul. So I've got in hand. They have an Ephemerate coming off, which we won't cast because we don't want to put a spell into the graveyard for Flage purposes. Played this matchup a couple of times. I don't think it's great for us. Emrakul is one of the better tools we have. So they Surveil. Is he trying to put something on top that they don't mind us drawing? They could go Solitude here. But yeah, protected by our Bauble. Okay, so we're not going to cast that. They did get rid of their Flage as well. So they draw a Thundering Falls. So don't really want to cast Ephemerate. Don't really want to cast any of this stuff. Could Ephemerate to try and find something. Could go to Fairy Bounce to just draw a card. Then if it's something we don't want to cast. Okay, opponent's actually just conceded from the game. I think I need to go to Fairy, Bounce, nothing, draw, attack with Quantum Riddler into Emrakul. Just minimise their opportunities. I wouldn't play the land, I don't think, because then they have hard casts. They're more likely to be able to hard cast Solitude. So, yeah. Okay, so we want all the Vexing Baubles. Probably Apostle's Blessing. Definitely Warping Whale. What don't we like? Pithing Needle isn't great. It's fine against things like Teferi. I don't think I want Tezzeret. 3 mana for a spell that can be dealt with by... Like, it is a good grindy card, but... Get rid of the Blister. I definitely want these 2. Oh, we need Dismember as well, unfortunately, just because of the turn 1 Ragavan. Orphelia. Oh, Haywire Might goes. Trim of Fleshraker. Maybe do we trim Mycospawn? Soulguard Lantern's good. We could trim the Drum. Yeah, let's trim the Tezzeret. I think I'm being clouded by my wanting to test it out. Yeah, this is fine. If the opponent goes land, go... Do we cast the Bauble here? I think so. Yeah. Stopping them casting things for free is just huge. They do run Prismatic Ending, Teferi, usually some number of March of Otherworldly Lights. We could have considered siding out on Urza's Saga, because they're bringing in at least 2 Wrath of the Skies. Okay, so this is Philia, I think. Well, that's pretty good. So the trouble with casting like a Rumble is the opponent goes Philia, and then just flickers it, the token. We do need a land, and if they do that, they can't do it to the Riddler. I think I'm gonna Rumble. We'll take a Saga here, although Saga is worse into... Do I just take Besage? I'm going to take Besage actually. Saga much worse into a Wrath of the Skies. We can counter a Wrath of the Skies, which is the main reason for Warping Whale in the board. So yeah, Philia can blink our Spawn token. But if they do that, they can't do the kind of Riddler shenanigans. Oh, they can also... they can also have Obsidian Charmor. Okay, it looks like they don't have that. Okay, they are flickering that. Sure. Okay, no. Not doing anything though. Stirrings. So you could go Fleshraker. You could go Mycospawn. I think I'm just going to lead off on a Stirrings. Do we take a Lantern? just going to take a Grove, I think. Play Grove. Play... I think I'm just going to play the... if we play the Blade, I can't hold up. Warping Whale. I think I'm just going to pass with Whale up. Opponent's sitting on something. Can we win the game next turn? Let's say they tap out and we go Warping Whale. Yeah, that's enough. Hopefully it's not Charm or Teferi. Okay, well we can't do anything against that. What are they bouncing? Nothing. Okay. Well, we'll pass the turn. This pretty much can... they can flicker the Teferi. So now I go Warping Whale. Make the token. And then try and go off. Yeah, I think I'm going to make a token here. But they have to have consigned to memory, essentially. Okay, that's fine. Annoying against the Teferi, though. So let's go Fleshraker first, and then Broodscale. Yeah. Fleshraker will cast the Broodscale. Cast the Blade. Annoyingly, yeah, this Teferi is awkward. Equip the Blade. This is where they need to... Well, they haven't interacted yet. Must have March? Discharge, maybe? Planes. Yeah, it must be March of Otherworldly Light. But they do have to expend some resources for that one. Yeah. Okay, they march the... That makes sense. Okay. I think I'm going to attack the Teferi. Yeah. I wonder if I could have played that differently. Wrathless Skies is pretty brutal. Okay, Flage. Killing that. Yeah, I feel like this is closer than it should have been. Okay, are flickering. Do I draw with the bauble now? I think so. I think I want to draw. Well, we find another Broodscale. Dismember. So we can't do anything with. So we go Broodscale, equip 2, 3, 4. We don't actually have enough mana for that. Broodscale. Oh yeah, we do. Broodscale, equip, adapt. But I think I want to draw out the consign, or do we just have to go for it here? But it doesn't really do anything because we don't have any. Yeah, so let's just kick the Microspawn. Oh, we can't kick it. What do we get? We could get Saga. I could get Cavern of Souls. Is there any benefit to either? I'm just going to get Cavern, I think. Then go Dismember here. Oh, I should have equipped actually first, but see what they have. Could be Discharge, I suppose. Okay, they get rid of our blade. They only have one card in hand, but they do have a Flage in the bin. So Flage is going to come in. Okay, they have Arena as well. Yeah, sure. So that's a fairy was pretty key. Don't think anything here is that great. Tezzeret at least doesn't get got by Solitude. I'm going to try him on the play. Trim. Like, Blessing wasn't great there. Let's trim the Microspawn. Yep, be on the play. We do have Tezzeret, but no mana, so I have to mulligan here. This is full combo and a Stirrings. I'm going to keep. And of course, our only payoff. If I miss with a land, yeah, I think we can potentially find another one. This kind of gives it away that we don't have many lands, but I don't think they run Force of Negation. What do we want? I think Cavern of Souls here. It makes colourless and green. We have the rest. Yeah, let's go Cavern of Souls. I don't think they play. I've seen some lists maybe playing Spell Snare, but it's not very common. Much better to play Rumble on 2 on the draw, on the play. Fairy hits the bin. Well, another Broodscale. Let's cast Rumble. I'm just gonna take. I definitely want to land. going to take the Grove here. Need 6 mana for the entire combo. But if you have Spawn, it does reduce it somewhat. Okay. Ooh, that's an interesting draw. So we could go play Broodscale, play Blade, equip Blade, but then we can't. Okay, so let's go land, Stirrings. Just take a Saga. It's not good into Wrath. I think I'm just going to go Forest. And go. I'm just going to cast a Broodscale. Yeah, just cast an uncounterable Broodscale, and then we can hold up Blessing. So what we. It's a bit weird here. Because we haven't got the we don't, what was I going to say? Oh, we don't have the Vexing Ball, so they could have Solitude. If they go to Fairy, I will proactively Blessing the Broodscale. Flage. Do we do this now? Next turn we go equip. Yeah, I think so. So go white. And then in theory we can win the game this turn. It just depends if they have a Solitude. And they don't. So Possible Blessing very good there. Yeah, I mean, obviously if they have Solitude here, it's really rough. But yeah, happy with that. Notably, Apostle's Blessing does, you can give your artifact protection. So you can, if they go to Besage you or March or whatever, your Blade, you can deal with that. But yeah, just winning the game on turn 4 there, that was good. There's a lot of blink about at the moment, and like I say, it's a very difficult matchup. I think we get a little bit lucky there. The opponent didn't have the Solitude. Like if they respond with Solitude there, we just can't win, essentially. This sounds interesting. I think I'm going to keep it. Again, got an interesting card. So I'm going to go Grove of the Burn Willows. I don't think I'm going to cast the Lantern. Could lead with Saga. But I think I'm just going to go Grove past and then Saga. Here, Grove. And then turn to Rumble. Hold the Lantern. Do you have another 1 mana Graveyard Hate in the board, running Grafdigger's Cage? I suppose going Saga on 1 is very good against a lot of decks. It doesn't slow us down too much. How do we get punished for Saga? Like, we can't make tokens, but we're not really in the business of doing that this game yet anyway. I don't know. Maybe we're meant to Saga on 1 in case we find. If we Saga on 1 and find a Broodscale from this, we could potentially kill on turn 3. I'm gonna go. I've talked myself into it. I'm gonna lead on Saga. because we can still play the Flesh Raker on 3 if we want. We can Rumble on 2. So yeah, talk myself into it on the play. Might also make them think that we're pesky Amulet Titan. Like a March of Otherworldly Light punishes us, but it's not that common outside of energy. Oh, sorry, not energy, blink. Chugging a bit. Don't know if that's lag. Looks like it might be. Okay, opponent has skipped through their turn. I don't know if that's Modo lag issues, but obviously always painful. Yeah, I think just... Okay, they discard Arid Mesa, so it could be Blink, could be Energy. I'm going to go Grove, Rumble. Okay, they just wanted to see what we were on, I think. Skipping the first turn. So we saw Arid Mesa, so this is likely to be Blink or Energy. I think Vexing Bauble is fairly low cost to include, just because you can cycle it. Dismember is good against both, and so is Apostle's Blessing and Warping Whale, to be fair. So Haywire Might and Pithing Needle. Pithing Needle is a lot better against energy. I think I'm going to take out Haywire Might. Pithing Needle is at least okay. So we're trying to bring in all these. Walking Ballista is good against energy, because if you equip it onto Soulguide Lantern is good against both. Yeah, if you equip Ballista with the blade, then you can just ping down all the X1s for free. I think I'll trim the Mycospawns. Not the best matchup for them. Okay, double as a Saga is a bit painful. We do have the full combo if we find the land, but kind of mulligan. This is okay. I'm gonna bottom. I think just maybe it's no. I'm gonna get rid of the Carplusan Forest. Decent spells in hand. Yeah, the fact that Apostle's Blessing can be done with Spawn as well is big. Okay. Oh, Dragon's Rage Chandler. Did not think it would be Prowess. So the question now is, do I dismember this right now? I think so. Don't want to get got by like a mutagenic growth or something. This is also not a great matchup. They put heavy pressure on our life total. Okay, there's the Slick Shot. Another Temple. I think I'm waiting on the Broodscale. How good is it to wait on the Broodscale? So go Broodscale, they just bolt it in their turn. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna. We're away from Emrakul. So yeah, we've not got the best sideboard in. Another show off is scary. Hand could be just filled with creatures. We're bluffing the yeah, we're bluffing the Kozilek's command. Maybe I should have continued doing that. I doubt they go for anything on the end step. Okay, we get rid of a Mesa. Swift Spear. Okay, he is actually good because I can now, well, I can block the Swift Spear because it's protection rather than. They have one spell in hand. We are dead to a range of stuff though. Let that one resolve. Give that pro red. If they have bolt, it's just over. Or another heat. Or a lava dart, even worse. I went to pay costs. I'm at 11. Protection from red. Okay, they did have the bolt. So we go to 8. These become 5s. Yeah. Okay, so there wasn't really anything we could have done there. I don't think Apostle's Blessing is what we really want to be doing here. Right, Soul Guide isn't. No, I don't think I want Soul Guide Lantern or Pithing Needle. Vexing Bauble is weirdly okay, but I don't think I want 4. It's good against Growth or Bauble or Lava Dart, but there's definitely better things. They're playing Cutter. Emrakul is quite expensive, but also a very good way to win. 6 has reach and is a 2/4, which I like. I think I want the Haywire Mites. Do we want the Nature's Claims? Probably. Trim some baubles. Ballista? No, I don't think I want Ballista. I think I'll just put in 2 Nature's Claims. Oh, I've left the Blessing in. It's probably fine. Like they've brought in loads of Unholy Heats. Not a hand we can keep, unfortunately. This is very similar. Okay, it's a little bit slow, but Stirrings into Rumble. Hope for the best. Stirrings. We got a blade, another lamb, but it is of a Seiju. Don't really want that. I think I'm going to take the Haywire Mite. And just go Rumble this turn. Rumble this turn, look for probably a colourless land. Temple off the top would be ideal. Okay, Preordain. It's a weird one because when they lead on Preordain, you're so thankful that it's not a creature. They go 1 top, 1 bottom. Another stirrings. But Eldrazi. Let's just go rumble. There's a Broodscale, but I need to take the land, unfortunately. I'm going to take the Grove of the Burn Willows. I mean, it's a pretty obvious point, but Carpaloosan Forest deals us damage, which is not good in this matchup. This turn we'll probably go Kozilek's Command, try and set up for an Emrakul. If the opponent goes Cutter, I'll probably play the Haywire Might. Get rid of it. Okay, Lava Darting R thing is interesting. So I could just hold up K command. Or we could go Stirrings and then Haywire Might. I think I'm just going to go land go. And if the opponent fetches, I think I'm just going to fire this off. Although it is our only answer to... No, okay, I think we'll let that go. Maybe I should have fired it off there in case they... I'm worried about them having consign to memory. Okay, iteration's fine. So they may be looking for a land. They find Bauble. If they don't go land, it's very tempting to Kozilek's Command the Lava Dart from their bin. See if they have a basic... see if they have a threat. Another Bauble. Looking at them. I think I'm just going to go, let's go with this. I will make a spawn and, oh no, I'm just going to scry and draw. If they want to use their Lava Dart on our spawn. Flesh Raker. I don't think we really want that yet. Blessing is nice. So got 5 card types, so Emrakul costs 8, which we're not near yet. So let's cast a Stirrings. Could take Temple 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're still a way off. I think we're going to take the Saga. Play the Saga. Now I'm just going to cast the Haywire Might. We can only protect it with Blessing. I don't think we can protect the Emrakul with Blessing because it has protection from instants. And that does include ours. So they don't do anything with the mountain. They have 7 cards in hand. Dragon's Rage Channeler. Just a Dragon's Rage Channeler. We do have a Cavern of Souls though, which is nice. Well, that's a very good draw. We'd love to see them consign this. Yeah, that's really good for us. Not going to do anything in our turn because they're still holding up. Potentially consign. So Saga going to the bin is going to add another type. So I'll have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 mana. Sorry, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 mana. They might consign the search. Preordain. Go one on top. Right, they find a land. Could be Murktide region. They do play that in the sideboard. Yeah, there's Murktide. They shrink their Darcy though. If they attack, I'll block. I'm going to go for the Kozilek's command to draw out the Scryx, draw. I'm just going to make 1/1s. Not going to use the spawn in case this gets consigned. So we go bottom, bottom. I think I'm fine to draw a Broodscale. Float the mana. Oh yeah, because we're... So we'll go and get Blade. How much mana do we have now? So for Emrakul, Emrakul costs 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I don't actually need to go for Broodscale. They can counter the trigger. Okay, yeah, they just concede. So yeah, good to move on to two tough matchups here. I'm really liking the mana base, I think. I haven't got to test out 6 or Tezzeret yet, but plenty of Magic left to play in this league. See you for round 3. Right, on the play again. I think this is the 3rd game in a row. Might have something to say about why we're 2-0. Going to keep this one. I think we'll go land, blade, and then rumble, hope for the best. And then will I finally get to cast Tezzeret? Maybe Tezzeret lends himself more into the... yeah, maybe he lends himself more into the versions with Ugin's Labyrinth, potentially turn to him. So yeah, I'm just going to go Grove into Blade. So if we find a land, we can go something like turn 3 Tezzeret into Soul Guide Lantern. Wooded Foothills. Well, there's a Broodscale. I mean, that's not bad. Definitely looking to find... Okay, I want a land here. I'm just going to take the land, I think. Pass. Bit scary for the opponent, I guess. They see that we've discarded the entire combo. So they get a hedge made, so this is either... Okay, it's Simic. Another Flesh Raker. So they run Force, Subtlety. We could go Broodscale, Equip, and then try the combo. That's bad into... I think I'm going to go for it, though. Okay, they do have a Subtlety. So we will put it on top. And they flare it. Okay. So I'm going to equip here. Not really much else to do. And then next turn we can go Flesh Raker into Soul Guide. Hopefully make something happen. Now, that costs them a lot of cards. They have no Ice Fang either. They play Beseiju, so no more lands. Thank goodness that's not a Harbinger of the Seas. Couldn't have really played around Harbinger. We quite want a land here. Well, that's a good land to have. Let's go Saga. Flesh Raker. Could have another Subtlety, I suppose. Okay, they have another Flare. So I guess, am I casting Soul Guide Lantern here? Flesh Raker into Soul Guide is maybe better next turn. But will we just want to make a token instead? I might just make a token, so I think I'm going to play the Soul Guide now. Don't think it matters what we exile. Whenever we get a spare mana, we'll sack that to draw a card. They've expended a lot of resources. They may have a Riddler in hand. I'm pretty sure they didn't have another land. Okay, Oracle is fine. Island. Okay. I mean, at some point we're going to go and find Vexing Bauble. I think I meant to just make a construct here. 1, 2, 3. We can do both, but that involves sacking the spawn, so could attack actually. If they go Ice Fang, do we care? No, I think it's fine to stay on defense. My hand's quite good. Okay, Birthing Ritual's pretty good. I'm just going to make the construct. It's unlikely they can interact that well. The thing they're looking for is Oculus. My spawn's getting a little bit bigger. Notably, Tezzeret can go and grab Walking Ballista, because unlike Saga, it doesn't specify 0 or 1, it specifies 1 or less. I think I am going to sacrifice this to draw a card. It shrinks the construct, but Flesh Rake into Flesh Rake is nice. That's also nice. We could make a construct. I think I'm just going to float the mana. So do we get Vexing Ball, or do I just grab Haywire Mite? I think I'm just going to grab Haywire Mite. Yeah, I'm going to cast a Flesh Raker. And then we can actually go on the offensive here. Gonna double block maybe? We're gonna double block, surely double. No, you can't double block here. Okay, that's fine. We just let the damage happen. Okay, bouncing our blade is interesting. Oh right, yeah, it makes those trade, which is fine. I can just play the blade again, and we get the Flesh Raker trigger this way. And then pass. Because Ritual we don't need to exile yet. We could have another one, of course. Okay, they cast an Oculus. See if they attack. Okay, so we have to do this now. Don't really want them having two Oculuses. Not sure. So with this Saga, we're going to go and get Vexing Bauble. They do get to manifest. Okay, so I think I just float mana. Vexing Bauble. How much is it to exile this? So it's 6 mana. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We can do that. Or we could just play something else. We could go Flesh Raker into Tezzeret. This has flying, so protecting Tezzeret another turn would be good. Let's do this. Let's go exile a creature. I'm just gonna make spawn. Just 3. We might as well make the next one. This is only a 2/3. Not playing around consign or anything here. I mean, this is a lot of damage. So we'll play this. Keep the new one. Play another Flesh Raker. Oh, I probably should have just gone and got Tezzeret. Tezzeret, get Walkie Ballista, equip the blade, mow everything down. But I think this is probably going to be enough. Yep. Okay. Well, Tezzeret acting just as a a shock there. Although, well, actually, it's what Tezzeret makes these two. It makes 2 spawn. I go and get Ballista. Play Ballista for 1. Equip the Ballista. And then, yeah, start going nuts. Okay. So, the Ritual deck. We want the Baubles and the Haywire Mite. Does this stop? Can't cast spells. Creature cards in graveyards and libraries can't enter the battlefield. Let me just check the wording on Birthing Ritual. But I think it is the way we want it to be. Look at the top 7 cards. You may sacrifice a creature. Yes, okay, so that does work against that. Could consider Nature's Claim. I think we do want Dismember. Sign Markspawn, no. 6, no. Tezzeret is fine, and it being cast with generic mana is nice. Vexing Baubles, Haywire Mite. What don't we want? Ballista's good here. Tezzeret's good. Springleaf Drum. Soulfire Lantern's not great. Pithing Needle. Warping Whale, no. Do we want? I think Nature's Claim is a little bit narrow. Do you want that many Haywire Mite effects? I think we'll try that. Like, I think, yeah. Maybe I'm under sideboarding for the Birthing Ritual. I'm gonna mulligan this hand. It's like, if this was a green land, then maybe. Okay, well, are we going to Vive? I think I keep this given that it has Vexing Baubles in it, and we have 2 looks at a green source. They are bringing in Consign to Memories. Okay, there's a Saga. Do I want to play Saga on turn? No. They might consign this. Yeah, they're going to consign that. Which makes sense. So next turn, I'd love to find a land. Probably just going to cast another Bauble here. Play the Saga out first. Yeah, let's just go Bauble. Like, even burning through their consigns is fine. Good to make sure we have potentially 1 mana up in case they try and destroy it. I don't think they can destroy it very easily. Not seeing what version they're on. There's different versions. Couldn't really play around Harbinger too much. So Urza Saga is a very weird one now. Because it's gained the add colourless, I believe that if they go Harbinger, we still get the ability to add colourless mana. Let's see a land. Well, that's a blade. It's not great. I think I just have to play Flesh Raker. Sink, maybe? Flare, okay. Less than ideal. They could have a Oculus that they're waiting to cast. This could be subtlety. No land is really rough. I think I just go and get drum. And then I think I have to crack the bauble. Okay. We're still in it, because if we find a land, we can... let's say we find basic forest, we can go forest, and then, you know, we do still have the Broodscale. Okay, not ideal. I think I need to keep holding up Dismember rather than playing out the blade. Opponent's got a very reactive hand. That implies that that's the last land in their hand. Okay, find another temple. Am I playing the blade? I think so. Yeah, we'll play the blade. This might give them the opportunity to just counter something, but... Okay, petty theft. Okay, that's fine. Just hold up Dismember now. I'm not going to Dismember right away, in case they play Birthing Ritual. Okay. We do find a land, hooray. So I'm going to go Rumble. They probably start countering our stuff, but they've only got 4 cards in hand. What we really want to do is go Rumble, then Drum, so that we can... Oh, Emrakul. 5 card types. 6. This is going to add... Actually, nothing. Oh, sorcery. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. But if they just have Consign, do we really want the Emrakul? I think I'm just taking Bauble. Drum. Tap this one for Vexing Bauble. Maybe I should have cast Ancient Stirrings there, but I think this is fine. Okay, they have Endurance. So, yeah, I'm glad we didn't take Emrakul. Just to have the ability to make an infinite Broodscale. If they don't have another flash threat. Vexing Bauble has lost a lot of its potency now. Okay, Ritual. So if they go to put the trigger on the stack here, do I just Dismember now? No, I think that's fine. We'll let that happen. Because whatever it... Oh, if it's... It can't be Riddler. Because if it's Oculus, I Dismember it. Okay, you don't want to Dismember that one. Well, that's a good draw. Gonna lead off with the stirrings, I think. Could go Saga. Could go Broodscale. I think I'm gonna go for a Broodscale. Sure. I think this is fine. Looks like it might be a subtlety. Okay, Flare of Denial. Sure. I think I'm just going to try for a Kozilek's Command now. Scry X and draw. Make spawn. I don't think I'm going to sack this spawn. Because if they have consign, we don't want to lose the spawn. Haywire might. You kind of want that next turn, but I think I'm going to bottom it. Okay. See what the opponent does. I probably will dismember this turn. We get a 9. Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna just dismember. Kind of want to force some action as well. But they could just flash in another one. Depends what their hand is like. We have some powerful cards in hand. So the more they tap out, the better for us, really. Okay, there's Cast and Endurance, which is fine. They're going to sack that. See what they find. If they find an Oculus, they do find Oculus. They have 2 cards in hand. Okay, so this is definitely a creature. I think I have to go Broodscale now. I got Subtlety. Consign. Okay. So now we go add green. Kozilek's Command. I think I just have to go for the win here. So we'll go Scry X, draw, make spawn. Although, hold on. I want to save my Scry X, draw. We could exile this and just keep the game going. Actually, that's not bad. I think this might be another Oculus, though, is the problem. So I think we'll just go make spawn, scry and draw. don't want to use that. Bottom draw, play, keep the new one. We have 4 mana. If I rumble, I think I'm still dead. Yes, yeah, okay. That was close. Maybe I should have just gone for exiling this and living another turn. The opponent only has 1 card in hand, but they do have a ritual. I don't think I want to play this many Nature's Claims. Haywire Might's fine. Cage. Yeah, Dismember's quite important because of Harbinger of the Seas, which they bring in. What do we think about this? It's fine. It's not amazing, but Stirring can potentially find something. We've got Haywire Might as an answer to Birthing Ritual. Our mana's pretty good. Stirrings. I don't think I want to take the Saga. I might just want to take the Saga. I was going to take a Saga, like it's weird, but we haven't really got, we don't have a blade to go with it. The opponent struggles to deal with a turn 2 Saga in the best way. Saga. I think I'm just going to play out the Haywire Might. Because next turn we haven't got the time. Because we want to make constructs. Also time walks them if they... I mean, it's quite unlikely that they're on the play next turn to go Ritual. Okay, they'll probably have Ice Fang. Drawing a lot of lands, which isn't ideal. Let's play a Grove and Pass. Question is, what are we going to get? I think at this point it's probably Vexing Bauble. We'd actually quite like for them to play Harbinger here, because Harbinger locks a Saga on constructs, so we just poop one out every turn. Oh, Ritual does make this awkward. I can't make a construct here. I have to just pop this. Unfortunately, because if they just reveal an Oculus, we pretty much lose the game. Okay, so we can make a construct. Another land is really... so here, I'm just going to go and get... Do we just get Grafdigger's Cage? Is it Vexing Bauble? Given that we've got loads of Besagers in hand, I'm just going to grab Vexing Bauble, play a land and pass. I'm going to play the fetch land because I think we know there's there's some, well, there's certainly sagas and the such on the bottom of our deck. We're at 21 life, we're not under too much pressure. So if they manage to resolve an Oculus this turn, it's awkward. So really don't want any more lands. Okay, Broodscale is good. I don't think I'm going to play it though. I think we're just asking to get subtletied. I'm also not going to attack because again asking to get subtletied. Sink into super. I think I was, well, no, that's fine. Because next turn we can potentially go Fleshraker, cast Fleshraker, cast Bauble. Question is if they scry to the top to be trying to destroy their land. Okay, they get rid of a Harbinger. Harbinger not great against our forests here. Breeding pool, see if this enters untapped. We haven't seen Quantum Riddler yet. It does enter untapped, so they probably have something here. Could just be consigns. I'm just going to cast the Bauble first now they've drawn another one. Because them bouncing it might mean they want to consign it on the way back down. Play a land. I'm just going to play the Fleshraker here. Now they're going to consign. Yeah, that's okay. I think I'm just going to cast the other Bauble. Make absolutely sure the opponent cannot cast free spells. Okay, they get rid of our token. They only have 2 cards in hand though. Hopefully they don't have... that was the 6th spell. It did seem quite aggressive. So really don't want this to be an Oculus. Right, on the play again. Is that 4 for 4 maybe? But yep, we're going to mulligan a no-lander. This is a one-lander with a stirrings. I think is better than going down further. So what do we put back? I think I'm just going to put back one of these, try and go stirrings into rumble. Maybe could have put back the K command there. Obviously really want to take a land here. Unfortunately it's a Capluz and Forest, but at least we do find a land. There are worlds in which we want to play out this Vexing Bauble on turn 2 if we see something that would make us think this is Neoform or Belcher, but great draw. Okay, so I'm going to go Rumble here. Ooh, not with that mana, we're not. We have the next land now. Do we just take a backup Broodscale? Do we just take a land? Maybe Cavern? No, well... Yeah, I think I want to keep making my land drops. I think I'm just going to take a Cavern. Pass the turn, because we are still short the blade. Ooh, we're against some sort of mirror. Okay, Cavern on Eldrazi. I'm just going to pass the turn. See if they go blade. Second Kozilek's command was nice. Just going to take 2 here. So this looks like it's the like Yawgmoth, Agatha's Soul Cauldron style list. With grists and things. Where's grist? They're going to plus, I would imagine. Yep. Mill over an Urza Saga. Okay, so we get to... I'm just going to make... Yeah, we'll make Spawn, and I'm going to scry and draw, given that we have the second copy. Because we could just potentially win the game this turn. So go... Bottom, yeah, that's just the combo, right? Top. Now we just win the game this turn. Can we afford to Vexing Bauble in case they have thingy? So we go Broodscale, Blade, Equip Blade, Sat. Yeah, we can Vexing Bauble as well. Just in case they have main deck Force of Vigor or anything like that. I don't think it hurts to play around. So go Broodscale, Blade, Equip Blade, start the chain. Always yield, always yes. Play the Flesh Raker. And opponent says, show me a win con and I'll concede. And then that just wins. Yeah. So that's, yeah, that's good. Let's see. So yeah, pretty good there. So I think we're more likely to want things like, we definitely don't want vexing baubles. Dismember is pretty good. Haywire Might for Cauldron could be good. Ballista is not great. Pithing Needle for Grist is fine. Soul Guide Lantern's fine. Could consider Thief of Existence for the Planeswalkers. Yeah, I don't hate that actually. How good is Haywire Might? I think I'm going to maybe trim the Mycospawns for the Thief. Although they are a Saga deck. Actually, them being a Saga deck means we probably do want more Haywire Mites. Potentially even Nature's Claim. I think we're going to bring in a Nature's Claim. I think get rid of the Ballista. Maybe even another Claim. Let's try that. We didn't see any colourless mana, but I'm pretty sure they run things like Kozilek's Command. I don't think they're on things like Emrakul, but yeah. That Cauldron's really cool with with Broodscale, because it can put a counter on it at instant speed or without. You know, if you have Cauldron out, it's a way to start the combo for 0 mana. So what do we think about this one? Turn on Stirrings, we've got a Drum as well, and the K command. Yeah, I think this is okay. Like if it didn't have the Saga, I'd probably get rid. If this is a Halfling, I'll just dismember it. Okay, find the Broodscale. So I think I'm going to lead with Saga here. Awkward if they go into Haywire Might. Yeah, I think just dismembering here is good. Don't really want them going turn 2 Grist. Yeah, so we're going into Haywire Might or Nature's Claim. Okay, there's the Blade. Another land. So I could play the Broodscale here. Let's go Grove. We either go Broodscale. Although with this Kozilek's Command, we can win the game next turn anyway. So I think I'm just going to go Stirrings. Take a Temple. Play the Drum. And yeah, we're shields down if the opponent has Broodscale here. They need Broodscale, Equip, and a Ballista, but they do usually run 4 copies of Ballista. So they can go Green Sun Zenith. I'm surprised at that one, because that doesn't go and get Broodscale. Could be... We didn't see any white mana for it to be Samwise. Shifting Woodland. Okay. Hopefully it's just Grist. Okay, Green Sun's for 2. Oh, it could be Collector Oof. Outland Liberator. Okay, well. Sadly, we're just going to win the game this turn. I mean, sadly for our opponent. So... Yeah, I mean, we'll just go and grab a Blade. Play the temple. Broodscale. Equip here. Tap for green. Adapt. Just oh, so it's a bit awkward, this one. Always yield, always yield, always yes. Okay, opponent just says cast it for 0. Strikes, draw. Hopefully that's yeah. Yeah, thanks opponent, like not making us go through it, but I think we just turn 3'd them both times there. Interesting looking list. But yeah, like just I can't see any of the colourless stuff, which really getting the drum was key there because it actually gave us enough mana to go off that turn. But yeah, we are 4-0. Play for the trophy. Also see if we can be on the play for the 5th game in a row. Right, we are indeed on the play. I think this is the 5th time. I'll have to go back and have a look, but I think we've been on the play every game, and we have the combo in hand again, so I'm gonna keep this one. I am just gonna play out the blade because this is, you know, if we're against something where we need to win quickly, this hand is capable of winning on turn 3. Obviously, if it's something more interactive, we'll probably hold the Broodscale. I mean, we're probably just jamming, to be honest. Right, so we'll go Grove, Blade. Opponent's mulled to 5. So yeah, if it's something like Titan, well, I mean, there's yeah, there's no way we're not going for it here. Like Scalding Tarn, they could have a removal spell, but maybe I should have waited. Okay, Solitude, pitching March. So this is Blink. But you only have 3 cards in hand now. Riddler hits the bin, so I'd imagine they're looking for lands? Or they have a Riddler in hand. Would love a temple here. Lantern. Okay. I was going to play a Grove and pass. The reason I said I wanted a temple was to exile Failure that's probably coming down. We'd love it if it doesn't. Okay, it doesn't. Could be a Flage hits the bin, but we do have the Lantern for that, so that's handy. Okay, Ragavan hits the bin. They do run main deck Consigned to Memory. Scry and Draw will make a Spawn. Don't want a Boseiju. Vexing Ball was good though. Temple was really nice. So let's go land. Soul Guide. They counter that. Okay. So now we want to go Kozilek's Command. We will scry X and draw, and then I'm going to exile a card from their graveyard. How many can we do? We can do 2, so go Flage, Riddler. Got 2 cards in hand. Don't think they run 4, so I don't think I need to play out the Bauble first. Bottom, top. Okay, so yeah, they're so. It looked like they were so in on the Flage. I wouldn't be surprised to see Arena of Glory. Okay, there's a Riddler. Maybe I should have kept the Cavern. See if they can sign this. Saga's nice, so I think I'm just going to go for it here. Well, we haven't really got much to do, to be honest. I think I'm just going to play the Broodscale. Oh, hold on. Let's go Vexing Bauble. Do I play it now? It wins the game next turn. I think I am going to play it and just make an infinite one. Let's go this and this. Equip Blade. They could march. Okay, well the opponent concedes. They're not actually dead here. I need to untap. Well, Stirrings would have been good, and there's the Ballista or the Emrakul. So we do just win the game next turn. Not a good matchup. This, I think I said this before. So we want Blessing, we want Warping Whale, we want the 2 Vexing Baubles. Dismember. So this is a matchup where you kind of want the Unholy Heat version. We could run Unholy Heat. We are running, what? If we added a Stomping Ground, took out a Forest, added a Stomping Ground, we could potentially accommodate it, I suppose. Maybe I should look at that. The trouble with Dismember is it doesn't kill Riddler, it doesn't kill Flage. It does kill turn 1 Ragavan, but is it worth it just for that? Don't want Haywire Might. Don't want Pithing Needle. We do want all of these cards. Drum is fine, Lantern's fine. Ballista. So the reason we want Warping Whale is, I mean, again, this does deal with Ragavan, but it also counters Wrath of the Skies. Oh, I think I trim 1 Saga here. I think that's fine. Saga isn't great in the Wrath of the Skies. So I think trimming 1 makes sense. So what do we think here? I think this is okay. It's got some hate pieces in. We can Stirrings. It's kind of soft to Ragavan, but fortunately the opponent doesn't have that. Let's feel, yeah. Okay, another Cavern. So I think we're just going to go Misty, grab a Forest. I could go Springleaf Drum if we draw a creature next turn. No, I'm just going to lead off with the Stirrings. don't think we want... Is it weird to just immediately take Emrakul? Or do we just take the Saga? I think I'm just going to take the Saga. Okay, so this looks like... Oh, Philia is the reason I knew there was a reason I'd bring in... what's it called? Dismember. Tezzeret's an interesting draw. I think... Do we just play... I'm not going to play the Saga here. I'm just going to go Bauble. Bauble Drum. Pass. Because we're already playing out quite a lot into Wrath of the Skies. See if they have the Riddler here. Could be a Fable as well. Could be... Yep, okay, so this is Fable. So they make 2 goblins. Happier playing into Wrath of the Skies now. They are tapped out, so that implies they don't have too much. Do we go and get Tez? Let's play the Saga. So with Fleshraker, I'm going to play it out, I think. We are very weak to Wrath of the Skies, though. We can draw from Bauble. Flage is awkward. Yeah, okay, so I just mind blanked and forgot about Philia. So yeah, should be bringing in Dismember here. Opponent discards 2 lands. So I've got here Flage. Okay. So they kill that. Makes sense. Yeah, flick a Fable again. So we can go Tezzeret. Yeah, I think we have to go Tez. Well, actually, we're just dead here. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, okay. Because Tezzeret has to go and get Springleaf Drum. So we do want Dismembers. I think Tezzeret is a little slow. Maybe it's probably better on the play. Drum could cut. Maybe let's just trim a Mycospawn. Yeah, that might be my next experiment, trying out the heavier red splash. This hand is interesting because Emrakul does tend to be quite good. Like we have, you know, what's the chance of casting this by turn 4? I think we can do a lot worse. I think, you know, it's a little bit awkward, this hand, but if we go turn 4, we put Saga into the graveyard. So that's 1, 2, 3 types, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's like 9 mana by turn 4 if we find something with the stirrings as well. I think I'm going to lead with the Grove. Rather than the Mystic. 60 doesn't really matter too much, I don't think. I don't think they're going to be bringing in huge graveyard hate against us. I don't think they've seen Emrakul. We'd love to find a Rumble, but obviously we can't. Yeah, Stirrings into a Rumble. Stirrings for Vexing Bauble is probably one of the best. Right, opponent keeps their 7. So yeah, another reason to lead on Grove, I guess, is if we see a load of cards on here that we'd quite like. I think I'm going to get Mycospawn rather than Broodscale. Well, we have got the Saga. So next turn, Saga. I'm going to take the Mycospawn, because now we can go Saga and then Mycospawn on 3. Go and get Cavern of Souls potentially. Ball was a really nice draw. So let's go Saga. They do run March. Maybe that was a little poor. Because now they could have just marched our Saga. Okay, well. Could make constructs, but I don't think I want to do that. Another temple. Just going to cast a Mycospawn here. Oh, probably need some green mana. They could consign. Right, so next turn, Saga's going to go, which will put 2 types in. That will be 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we are still short, but I think I am going to get Cavern. Maybe I could have cracked the Bauble. Worst comes to worst, next turn we make a construct. Opponent's draw's been a little slow. We would like for them to, in some way, put this Mycospawn into the graveyard. It would give us 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, they put a Flage in. They do have the March. That's actually really annoying. But Misty can still put, so 2, 4, how many mana have we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's go to combat. Maybe a one of Surveil Land. Let's go Temple Pass. Are we happy enough to play a long game? If they go Fetch Land Flage, it's awkward. Okay, no Fetch Land. Riddler. Sure. Do they have the consign to go with it? Ephemerate. Okay, so don't want to crack our Bauble just yet. Fleshraker. I'm going to cast that one. Keep our Bauble. Because of, yeah, Ephemerate. Yeah, they cast it to put an extra card in for Flayed. They do have Arena of Glory. Consign is awkward. Maybe this hand wasn't a keep, but I have drawn a lot more lands, which has been quite awkward. Okay, they kill that. 2 card types, 3 card types. Take 10. Fetch. Grab. Forest. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I do need to sack the bauble here. Okay, dismember. So Unholy Heat would be quite nice now. So 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, so go Temple, Emrakul, uncounterable. I mean, they're going to have the consign for the trigger. If they don't, we're in great shape. But yeah, they do. Maybe they don't. Like, surely they just fire this off immediately. They have Strict Serenade, but oh, I guess they're just doing that to burn our. Okay, well, we get to take their turn at least. They have another. Oh, their hand's really good. Another Strict Serenade. Don't really want to put anything into the graveyard here. Don't want to play anything. So I think we have to attack with Flage. I haven't got Dismember up. We could go Flage, burn the Serenade. We don't really want to give them a 2/2 either. So we have to. I could kill the Riddler. Just block. No, I think yeah, we'll go ahead and do this. So we want to shoot them so that they don't gain. Well, they gain and lose 3. So. Okay. So. Yeah, I just don't think we're casting anything. We could go Flage, counter at Strict Serenade. This doesn't do enchantment, does it? Artifact, creature, or planeswalker. Oh, I guess. Oh no, I don't really want to burn the fetch lands into Flage. So they go. If I go fetch, there's 3, and they go fetch Surveil. I think I just have to pass. Really could have done with them drawing like a Solitude. There's Fable. And a land. Trouble is next turn they just Flage us. It's another. Okay, double Fable. So they Flage us. We have to. That's no good, unfortunately. Right, so if they... Do we know they have a Flage in hand? I think so. So can I afford to attack with Emrakul? So we go attack with Emrakul. We can block with this. They can still escape Flage, but I can get rid of it with this. They go... I think I have to attack. They're going to attack with these two. So what if they... So I probably have to play the Broodscale. And then just adapt it right away. Because they're going to go escape Flage. Escape Flage. Kill this. Attack with this. Attack with this. We block. I think we're going to go Broodscale green. Adapt. Make the dude. I don't think we're winning by not attacking. Just letting them go Flage into Flage is not where we want to be. They block with the Riddler. Right, so now this is a bit of a weird situation now, because you do not get an opportunity to do anything. If they discard another Flage, you don't get an opportunity to do anything. But because they've got two Fables, I think we're okay to wait. So wait for them. So we can wait for one to trigger. So because we kind of want them to discard a Flage. Okay, so now I do have to Besage you the Arena of Glory, because otherwise they just... Oh, I've messed up. Yeah, I've completely messed this up because I needed to... I can't now Besage you because I'm in their main phase. I forgot this. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, there wasn't... I needed to Besage you this before. Because they could have just floated the mana. Yeah, so Flage... I don't know if we are actually dead. These Carploons and Forests should definitely, given that we're running Dismember, should definitely be the black-green one, actually, if we're not splashing red. Yeah, Slatter's Haste, unfortunately. Yeah, I just messed up. I forgot that these would trigger in there. In their main phase, yeah. Another Riddler. Has that got? Oh, that's got haste as well. So we're now taking 8 in the air. Plus the 3, we get a 6. Yeah, that cost us, unfortunately. It cost us really. See what they shoot. So they shoot the Broodscale. See if there's any recourse to this. Okay, so we go block here. I'm taking 8, even if I dismember. Yeah. Oh, that was rough. Okay, so let's say they draw nothing relevant. I can't actually kill them with... I can't actually kill them with Emrakul next turn. Maybe I shouldn't have attacked. Probably shouldn't have attacked. We needed to draw Kozilek's command or something. Don't know, we'll never know. Maybe that wasn't a keep. I kept it. There are a few key things. The first was that march. The second, when we controlled their turn with Emrakul. And I remember this from the kind of Omnath Yorion days, where you control the opponent's turn if in the mirror with Emrakul, and they just have pure gas. There's nothing you can do. You know, there wasn't any play we could have made there apart from attacking into the Emrakul that does anything. You get to see their hand, but yeah, okay, need to think about that matchup. Yeah, really happy with the list. I think Tezzeret and 6 never came up. That's not to say they're bad, but I don't know. Tezzeret seems like we cast him once. Once was too late. And then we never saw 6. Annoyingly, 6 you cannot find with stirrings. But, I mean, it went well. The league, you know, we finished 4-1, which is pretty good. I think Mana Steel could be better. I don't know if... I kind of want to splash red just for Dismember, just for Unholy Heat instead of Dismember. But I just don't know. I'm not very good at mana bases. I don't know how many sources. I might have a look at some of the red-green Eldrazi. But if one point of note is if we are not running Unholy Heat, this Karpalooza Forest should 100% be a Llanowar Wastes. It's very small, but then you can pay 1 life instead of 2 for Dismember. So I think, yeah, flex slots that I might look to change are 6 and Tezzeret. I like Microspawn. If I don't run Tezzeret, I probably won't run Ballista. Just, yeah, because just searching up that as a win con is really nice. But more testing to be done, I think. And yeah, I'll play around with the mana base. If anyone has got any suggestions, please do let me know. But for now, I'll see you again soon. Cheers.